Carmelo Anthony trial, okay? Most of us approve, thumbs up, agree that Carmelo Anthony is exactly 100% where he needs to be. He's in the Gray Bar Hotel, right? Where locks on the outside, you can't get out from the inside. He's in the Gray Bar Hotel. That's where he's supposed to be. That is the right place for Carmelo Anthony to be. Now, the race hustlers, the race idolaters feel that Carmelo Anthony did not get a fair trial. And I don't fully understand where they're going with that argument, but let's just grant them he did not get a fair trial. So what they did was they pushed, clamored, threw a tantrum on the cereal aisle, and they got to a hearing for an appeal, kind of expedited because it moved fast. In that appeal process, all the information that was not shared in the trial was made clear, was shown. Things about Austin Metcalf and his brother, things about Carmelo Anthony. And I'm like, there's not one solitary thing that came out about Carmelo Anthony that made me think that where he's located in the Gray Bar Hotel is not where he needs to stay. And I'm really kind of confused because we're going to watch an interview that his mom and dad did. And everybody who said that his dad seems like he's low IQ, his dad doesn't seem like a smart fellow, this video is not going to help that argument. This video is not going to debunk that argument at all. Because he's sitting there talking to Willie D. Maybe he's like reflecting the ignorance of the person he's talking to. I don't know. But they knew this about Carmelo when they were saying that he was a good student, he's a great guy, he walks little old ladies across the street, he rescued cats from trees. When they knew these things about their son. They already knew it. But they were sitting there playing in our faces, telling us how great he is, he's a wonderful person, and, he clips coupons or something, right? He picks up trash on the side of the road. Like, why did they do that, knowing that the information that we know is crazy work? They're going to sit here with Willie D and pretend like that we still didn't see this information about him saying him stalking his girlfriend, saying that he wanted to delete somebody. I'm talking about, again, everybody's heard the whole thing about wanting to insert a metal object into somebody and lick the blood off. That's crazy work. That's not normal behavior. So we're going to pull this in. I just really want somebody to explain to me why you think, here's a question. If you are a Carmelo Anthony, needs a fair trial, needs a second trial, needs a whatever person, what do you think is needed for him to not be where he is today? What will be shown in this second trial that you think will get him off? I would love for you to explain that if you are a Carmelo Anthony apologist, if you believe that he didn't get a fair trial. And I'm going to grant you the not, quote unquote, not fair trial. But the new evidence has come out, fair trial or not, the evidence isn't fair. Okay? The evidence is damnable. Let me just tell the truth, right? So I would love for you to explain that to me, but let's go ahead and do this. Let's make this happen. All right, pull this in. Grace and peace, everybody. Y'all know how we like to do it. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear. Let's go.
So how do you think it went? So we just wrapped up the first day for the motion for a new trial. So how do you think it went?
The audio is super low on this too.
Everything we've noticed, a lot of things about the boys that wasn't sent out to the public. You agree? Mm-hmm. Based on what was told, the narrative, it hurt us, man. It just made us. It's right now. I'm still. It was so much at that time.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. Damn, the dude had a penchant for fighting, for violence.
Yes.
Very, very.
Never
violent.
put out there.
Yeah, like smacking on.
Okay, Austin Metcalf was not a saint. I don't think anybody ever said that, by the way. And please let me know, did anybody ever say that Austin Metcalf was a saint? I think the problem is Austin Metcalf is no longer alive. That's kind of like the problem here. Nobody was arguing that Austin Metcalf was a perfect kid. They were just arguing about the fact that he's not alive anymore. And the fact that Willie D, because again, Willie D bent over backwards, turned himself into a pretzel for George Floyd. He didn't want George Floyd's background and history and propensity for violence to be brought to the forefront. He just wanted Derek Chauvin to be put in the Gray Bar Hotel. Now that Karmelo Anthony's in the Gray Bar Hotel, he wants to bring up Austin Metcalf's past as if that's some kind of justification for what Karmelo Anthony did. Because remember, they've never been able to explain why he had a knife on the track meet in the first place.
His friends or so-called friends, smacking on
Wordings
folks,
he was using.
choking his own mama.
Yeah, that threw me
You
off.
know?
I mean, your mama? I said, man, you got to be different.
Threatening to slap his daddy.
Daddy, yeah.
Stalking his girlfriend, sending text messages about how you're going to delete your girlfriend and lick blood off of a knife. I agree, that is different.
Do nothing. And, this kid right here, like he was a real problem. When I heard all of that stuff, I'm talking about a treasure trove of incidents captured on his phone. It ain't like this is not third-hand knowledge. This is him recording himself in most cases or passing along text messages.
Yes, and it was very shocking. Like I said, right now, it's so much to take in because it's like, man, what?
What? He was less violent than your own child. Karmelo Anthony was in therapy. Karmelo Anthony had been suspended. Karmelo Anthony had been kicked off a team. I mean, let's just be honest. Karmelo and Austin Metcalf, in some degree, were really running neck and neck. They both had wild childhoods. Why does that matter? And you got to speak big about your own child. I think that's why the mom is so quiet. I'll be honest with you. Because I think she realizes, like, dude, what are we doing? Like, dude, what are we doing? I think she knows that they're full of crap. And that bow tie is tied wrong.
I mean, somebody to do that and how that picture was painted, like it was the perfect angel.
Like your child.
Like I said, I'm going to shock this to mama.
Yeah.
And you took your mama.
Yeah. Kayla, how hard was it to hear them in there talking, the prosecutor, Worski, speaking publicly about your son, saying things that you know that are not true?
It was very hard. It was very hard.
Like what?
It was very hard.
What did Worski say that wasn't true? I would like to know that, if anybody could tell us. Like, what was it specifically?
Yeah. So, and as a father, I saw your reaction many, many times. And you were like, it was like you wanted to say something. How hard was it not to say something?
Man, it's hard, man. God is real. That's what I can tell you, man. It was hard.
Yeah.
Based on, the temperature we have right now with, like I said, like it's like, man, the things that was revealed, the mindset of these kids, of them, that's what they do.
What about your child, though? What about your child? Because remember, your child is the one that actually did the deletion. Your child is the one, again, them doing bad things doesn't give you permission to stab them. Because you have no evidence, no proof that Karmelo knew that they did those bad things. So what was he like putting them out of their misery? Like, what are we doing here? Crazy work. Hey, that didn't work.
Could have been enough.
Right.
That's what hurts more than anything. Man, as a father, it's like, man, like what do you, as a black father, well, how can you have a conversation with your son? What can you really tell your son?
Don't kill people. That's what you tell your son. Don't kill people.
Attorneys,
Remarkable.
led by Russell Wilson, knocked it out the park.
Yes,
knocked it out the park.
Yes.
How satisfied is it to know that you have the type of representation that you have?
I mean, it's a blessing.
Yes.
It really is a blessing.
Again, God is real. Like I tell him,
God is real.
Innocent, man, we was a family that was.
We about to get that money. We're trying to get that money.
Think about it. They lied on us. We bought cars. We spent the money. We did all this thing. And think about it, they doing the same thing to Nolan.
Yeah.
Attack their jobs. It's if people don't see this it's like they have a playbook. Oh, this was going on? All right, it's the play. And everybody know, I got a famous lady telling me this, Titi, I call her Titi. Titi said, man, they know how to stay on task. They know. They stay on code.
Right.
They stay on code. Like the same things happening with Nolan.
No.
They went to their job, they lied about them, saying they blow the money, they this and that. Like, wow.
How do you navigate?
The fact that the Nolan Wells case is what it is. Put that over there on the side. The fact that you are trying to grift off of the Nolan Wells case is going to have to be studied by science. That's crazy work, man. How is it that you are literally looking at that case and trying to insert your son who killed somebody into it? That's crazy work, man. Again, I don't even talk about the Nolan Wells case because I don't have full intel on it, but that's beside the point. Why is it that you are literally trying to insert yourself, which I do know this though, Nolan Wells didn't kill nobody. That I do know. Your son killed somebody. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. This is the end of this. Let's go.
Those insults and lies. They're like, people saying all these untruths. People just saying things that you know to be a flat out lie.
What's the untruth?
How do you navigate through that and try to maintain some sense of sanity? When you want to just
don't listen to Willie D.
Man, talking to God, this woman here, me and her, we vent. Like I said, I feel like what the Lil Mo used to say in there, I cry, you cry. Man, we grew more than anything. Like, so we lean on each other right now. I lean on family.
Yeah.
It's a very hard. It's just hard. Period.
Yeah.
Like it's both sides. It's definitely, but it's hard. Even like I said, even with the lies. I mean, we was lied on.
Mm-hmm.
We was lied on, and it's just like like I said, it's the same play. It was the same play, and if people don't see the play, is that telling you we can't win for losing?
Right.
Like you would think about it was the exact same play.
How would you win? I would love for, instead of using very flowery, emotional, unanchored words, explain how you were supposed to win. Your child stabbed somebody. Explain what does winning look like? What was winning supposed to be? Like, I don't understand that. And please don't conflate the Nolan Wells story and yours, because again, as far as I know, I don't believe Nolan Wells stabbed anybody. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed it. Email management if I did. Your son actually killed somebody. Like, please make that make sense. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't even matter how terrible a person Austin Metcalf was. We see no evidence of a scramble or a scrape. We see no shrum going on under the tent. We see no fighting going on, anything of that nature. He just stabbed him in cold blood. Why can't we just say that? That's part of the problem. We won't just say somebody is evil, somebody is wrong. But that's it. And Lord knows the only reason we're having this discussion is because Karmelo Anthony's black. Because if the tables was flipped, y'all would not be having any problem with Austin Metcalf being at the Gray Bar Hotel. So take that same energy and apply it justly, equal weights and measures, and say, you know what? Karmelo Anthony deserves to be in the Gray Bar Hotel. I'm going to say that. He's where he's supposed to be. He's not going to get out. I feel very confident in that. It doesn't matter. Even if they get a second trial, a third trial, they go before the intergalactic grand tribunal of foolishness, they're still going to be in the Gray Bar Hotel. There's no way around it. He killed somebody. Accept it and keep it moving. Work with the kids that y'all still got. Instead of out here caping and looking ridiculous and retarded over somebody who committed a crime. There's no way around that. All right, let's finish up. And I apologize. The audio was super janky here. I don't even think they even have mics on.
After their family, went after their job, so they purchased it. They said we did it too. We can't work. Our reputations are ruined. Like,
because of you.
Situations, it's like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, that's the playbook. You're right. That's what they do. They, create chaos and then play the victim.
Shout out to Willie Willie D. I mean, it is what it is. I think that the problem here is that people refuse to actually take accountability and say, this is something that I'm accountable for. You ruined your own reputation. That's right. Because I guarantee you, if they had gotten up there and said, you know what, our son did wrong. We love him. We're praying for him. But he is now a resident of the Gray Bar Hotel. He is in the hands of, what state are they in? Okay, he's in Texas. He's in the hands of the Texas judicial system. We're praying for him that he learned something. I think more people would have respected them than respect them now, because very few people respect them and see them as honorable men, mom and dad. Because why? Because it looks like they're not taking accountability. Of course, we could talk about if they had embraced the Metcalf family, if they had showed some level of remorse or some contrition, absolutely. But none of that happened. You still out here talking about they do this. Who are they? What you trying to say? What you trying to say? And see, once you say that, nobody respects you. So yeah, your reputation is garbage because you dialed it up. You put it in the garbage can. You put your own reputation in the trash, and you mad that people look at your reputation saying it's trash. That's crazy work. Can y'all do me a favor? Hold on, I'm going to take a little station break. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.